Hey guys, how's it going? Tim here from Droid Life, bringing you another video, this time a unboxing of the all-new NVIDIA Shield. Now, while you may have seen a few sites already posted the reviews and initial impressions and stuff along those lines, we unfortunately live in Portland, Oregon, and we got hit by a big snowstorm, so it hindered FedEx from delivering this package to me. But at last, we finally have it. The embargoes went up this morning, so we finally have it, so we can unbox it and finally get to reviewing it ourselves. And trust me, a full review will be coming. But before we do all that, let's go ahead and dive in and see what the new Shield of 2017 has to offer. So what's inside? We got Shield controller, Shield remote, and a power adapter. Already, that's something new. So for the $199 price, you are getting a Shield remote. Which is typically, at least for the older Shield TV, was a $50 accessory. So the fact that they're throwing that into the box, I think through their own sort of testing or, feedback that they received, I think they found out that people really wanted that remote as just sort of to go along with it. A lot of people maybe don't want to use the controller as like their only form of input. So adding in the remote was quite nice. On the back here, just talks a little bit about what it offers, Android TV, 4K, movies and TV, of course, with HDR. So, now the box supports Amazon HDR, and even a lot of Amazon's products don't offer that. So Shield TV, having Android and a lot of those Amazon packages, it's definitely priced right at that $199. It's pretty great access to all that good stuff. And of course, advanced gaming, voice control, because as you will find out later, once NVIDIA pushes an update, this will be the first, or what we think will be the first, Android TV set-top box with Google Assistant. So NVIDIA just announced this last week, I believe it was, maybe now almost 2 weeks ago at CES. But we're finally getting it. Thankfully, NVIDIA didn't make anyone wait long. They announced it, and they keep the hype going by announcing and then releasing. So box is giving us a little bit of difficulty, but that's all right. We're gonna slide it ever so gently. Try not to shake everything around. All right, so we're gonna set that over there. So here it is. I should put it the right way. So there's the new Shield and Shield remote right on top. So here's the new hardware, and it looks a lot similar to the 2015 model of Shield TV. I really enjoyed that 2015 model, and this one looks pretty sick too. I will say it's very plasticky. The last one sort of gave off like a metallic feel. It was by no means metal, but it definitely gave off a metal feel. And right back here you got the ports. We've got dual USB 3.0 ports, as well as HDMI, Ethernet, and then power right there, and then of course a slot for your fan. Sliding around, not much else to see there. Of course, sort of like a no slip grip there on the bottom, so when it's sitting down on your coffee table or up on your fire mantle or mantle, wherever you got your set-top box going, it should stick there pretty good. So there's the hardware. Nothing to really boot up at the moment. Here's the new Shield remote, or Shield remote. Right up here is one thing they did change, at least on this model over the last one. They also did the same with the Shield controller, is that there are IR blasters. One in here and then one in the remote, so you can control other media hardware that might be in your living room. Dive a bit further into the box here. Ugh. All right, put that aside. And there's the new Shield controller. And oh baby. A lot of people may not be feeling all those triangles right there, but I actually think it's great. Super ergonomical in hand. I guess if I had to liken it, it's rather similar to an Xbox One and a PS4, sort of with these elongated kind of handles on it. Reminds me of the PS, but then just sort of the way the back feels. It's similar, I think, more to the Xbox. Either way, it's really comfortable. Triggers feel good, bumpers feel good. Of course, these are console-grade controls. They're charging a pretty penny for it, so it is good quality. And I do like it quite a bit. They sort of reorganized this cluster right here. You still got that NVIDIA button that'll sort of power the device on when it's in sleep mode. And then they'll have the home button, back button, start button, just sort of like your regular standard controller. And then also there's the headphone jack, 3.5mm headphone jack on the bottom there. It does allow for audio through. So that's always good for anyone who wants to sit on the couch and listen to their game while not bugging anyone else with the sound coming from the TV. So another little bonus. And then of course you've got your quick start guide, as well as power cable. And, oops, I'm already ripping it open, and there's your power brick right in there. So I'm gonna leave all that right there. One thing to note, that the controller, it does use the micro USB power, while this last year, the Shield remote, it also used USB power, but this year, for some odd reason, they took that away, and they introduced these kind of replaceable batteries. They say the battery will last about an hour, or excuse me, not an hour, that would be really bad. It should last about a year with a new battery put in. So a year's not bad, but at the same time, you know, the ability to just recharge it, slap it into the wall, I think that would have been a little bit better. I don't know exactly why. Maybe I can ask NVIDIA why they decided to do that, but it is something they did. So here's the new Shield, and of course, I mean, this wouldn't be a real unboxing if I didn't have last year's stuff too. So as a little, maybe a size comparison, here's 2015's, the standard sort of Shield controller next to the new one. As you can see, I mean, they definitely sort of trimmed it up a bit. It definitely, I think this one looks a lot better. It also feels really good in hand. Definitely, they trimmed it, I believe, by 20% is what one rep said to me. So definitely a big difference in there. And then also, that's just the controller. Check out the difference in the hardware. Little box, big box. So right here is 2015's Shield TV, running Android TV, of course, and then the 2017. Look at that difference. Pretty insane size difference. And, you know, it's still running the same internal hardware, Tegra X1 with 3 gigs of RAM. So you're still getting the same amount of power just in that smaller package. And there's a shot of the ports right there. You still got USB ports, Ethernet. They have switched those up, though. HDMI now on this side. And then your power. I will say the micro SD was something, as well as micro USB right there. Micro SD has been taken away from the 2017 models. They do allow for that USB 3.0 storage, so if you have a USB storage device, you want to turn this into like a Plex server, you can still do that. You just can't use micro SD. Not exactly sure why. You know, I'm sure it's to cut down on the size, right? I mean, look how much smaller it is, but at the same time, that is something they took away. So this box, if you're interested in it, it does cost $199. You can find it pretty much anywhere. Best Buy, Amazon, Newegg, B&H, I think, on NVIDIA's website itself. If it's something you're looking into, I'm pretty sure I've said once, if not many times, the regular NVIDIA Shield was like the best Android TV box ever. I use it daily in my house. I have 2 of them, and I'm sure this one will be no different. Of course, you know, we're a little late on the reviews with FedEx and all that stuff, but I'm sure I'm going to like this one too. Of course, I'm going to test it and get back to you guys on that, but right now I'm pretty excited to just go set it up. So let me go do that, and hope you guys have a fantastic day. If you have any questions, let me know. And until then, we're Droid Life. Peace.